Hello, Sweet Tooth here. Hope your day is going well. Hakuna Matata. Let's play a game that is about survival in a post-apocalyptic world. Let's do this. The Robot Gentleman. 60 seconds. New game, Atomic Drill, Apocalypse, Scavenge, and Survival. Let's do this. I don't remember how to play. Bad smell, toxic fog? Alright, we need food, we need water. I need to get my wife. Oh, damn. Oh, you are fat. Get in there. Gotta get my son. Ah! Come on. Gotta go. Ah! Okay. Alright. Time to survive the apocalypse. Dear Diary, all of us made it into the shelter just a few seconds before the blast. That was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. We remember hearing canned soup is healthy for you. We can't remember bringing those supplies down to the shelter, but we're not complaining. We probably should have stocked it better anyway. +1 for whatever this is. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans, sleep on cans, even talk to cans. Some of us already do. Hello, Canny. How's it going today? Plenty of water means we don't have to worry about that for some time. I did can my pet, so I can talk to my pet, can't I? We all seem fine. We don't need to do nothing. Surviving down here is no walk in the park. It won't get easier. We're hopeful this will blow over soon and life will be back to what it used to be. Or else we might face dangers we've never dreamed of. Dun dun dun. Day 2. Dolores, Mary Jane, and Timmy. That's an axe. Here's a map. Got 4 bottles of water and 4 cans of soup. It's easy to feel a bit down when living underground like this. No sunshine, no sky. We need to get rid of that pessimism and try to bring some cheerfulness into our lives. Mary Jane says she's fine and doesn't need anything. Timmy is good. Well, at least he was 5 minutes ago. If there was anything to report about Dolores, this is where it would have been written. Ted says there's no need to worry about him. He's okay. It looks like the area is still irradiated. Going to the wasteland now is unsafe unless you don't mind getting sick. Yeah, take that off. I was gonna go send Ted outside, but no, probably not. We might be safe inside these walls, but there are other problems to consider. None of us can sleep properly. We have to deal with this as soon as possible, otherwise we might end up falling asleep in the face of real danger, like saucer men from Mars. Maybe. I don't know. Bravely ignoring our symptoms, we tried to get at least an hour or two of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were, and there are other problems we will need to face soon. Let's just hope our yawning will be enough to scare raiders away or save us from radiation sickness. Getting something to drink for Mary Jane sounds like the right idea. Mary Jane is really tired. Timmy prefers apple juice, but right now we should get him some water. Timmy is really tired. There has to be some water left. Dolores should get it. If Ted doesn't get anything, he won't last long. Ted is really tired. Bop bop beep bop boop bop boop bop. This is a good day to go outside. Stretch a bit, get some fresh toxic air. Maybe scavenge a thing or two. We sure could use some extra supplies. That's if we want to survive. Alright, Dolores, you go outside. You take an axe with you. I don't have any bullets for the gun, do I? That sucks. I got an empty gun. Damn. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble today, and no trouble dared to cross her path. Timmy might not look like it, but he's a strong young boy. He's doing just fine. Dolores is on her way to the surface. Let's hope she'll make it back safe and sound. She has an axe with her. This morning has been calm enough for Ted, and he's doing all well. Should I give them something? We've always wanted to throw a party with a huge cake. For some reason it never worked. One time we were promised a great cake and I don't have a first aid kit. Oh, that's bad. Well, one time we were promised a great cake and it turned out that it was a lie. That was a disappointment. We weren't glad. We're definitely getting a cake when the radioactive clouds are gone. Day 5. Dolores is not back. Let's just leave all those questions be for now. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. No news is good news. There's nothing new going on with Timmy. Ted has rested. Yeah, let's just... We woke up today feeling very uncomfortable. It was like someone or something was watching us. We could have sworn we noticed movement in the shadows. You're only in one little room. If anything besides us is alive in the bunker, it's time to teach it who's the boss around here. I don't have any bullets though. That's not good. Whatever it was, it's dead now. Quite dead. Maybe there's more hiding somewhere in one of those nasty little holes. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. Like the good scout he is, Timmy is making the best out of this situation. He even seems cheerful. It does not look cheerful to me. Ted seems to be doing alright, even though the world has gone to a crappy place. Confined spaces are not a very friendly environment, and we quickly got into an argument over some trivial things. If this keeps on, we might find ourselves in a nasty place. Oh. Oh no. We don't think Dolores is coming back from the surface. It's been too long. We could barely sleep after all that arguing. Let's hope this won't happen again. There isn't anything new bothering Mary Jane. Nothing new to report on Timmy. There isn't much going on with Ted. No trouble, nothing new. Oh no. Dolores is dead. Our neighborhood is still highly radioactive. Trips to the surface are a big risk to our health right now, but we need to do it. What is that? It seems like a distant rumble, but it's getting louder. And why is everything shaking? Oh god, it's a quake. Grab something and hold on. We don't have anything. Uh-oh. Anyone hurt? Hopefully not. This entire place is a mess, but nothing seems to be very badly damaged. It should be good as new after we do a bit of spring cleaning. Can we spare some water? Mary Jane has been asking about it all day. Timmy has rested. Where is water when Ted needs it? Take the map with you. Well, this ain't good. It's impressive how well Mary Jane is handling this situation. She looks fine today. Timmy went out to the wasteland. We don't know what will do if he doesn't come back. Ted is not complaining today, at least not very much. Mary Jane has been awful silent today. This is very unlike her. Should we try talking to her? Yes. Nothing solves problems better than an honest conversation over a hot beverage. We don't have the later, but talking alone seems to do the trick. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. No new problems are troubling Ted this morning. Oh, Timmy, come back. That trash can of ours is getting disgusting. The good news is we don't have much of an appetite when we see it, so we're saving some food. Yet for some reason we would like to tidy this mess up. Those giant green cockroaches are a pretty good motivator. I don't have any of that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Mutant cockroach, huh? Oh man, that thing is huge. And there goes another one. Roaches everywhere. We're doomed. We already feel all dirty. Mary Jane is very thirsty and has to drink something. Where's water when Ted needs it? Water and water. Might as well do food too. Why not? Water is a lot more important than food, but man, we don't have much. How about that lake we've been going to for the past few years? It would be so good to find ourselves there, far away from all this madness. Swim a little, maybe take a boat ride. Even if the whole place turned into Adamville. We can take care of ourselves. Mary Jane has rested. There is nothing going on with Ted. Nothing new, anyway. Where's Timmy? We discussed everything we could, and no one is willing to chat anymore. The silence is really disturbing. We should do something before we start talking to ourselves instead. There's nothing new here. Maybe if we tried really hard, we can hear the neighbors in their shelter? We've always wanted to throw a party with a huge cake. For some reason, it never worked. One time we were promised a great cake and it turned out it was a lie. That was a disappointment. We weren't glad. We're definitely getting a cake when the radioactive clouds are gone. Ooh, Timmy came back. Oh, I do have first aid. Our relocation is probably something we'll be able to discuss after we get out of here. We were so afraid for Timmy, but he came back from the wasteland and is safe with us now. We were cautiously Oh, we got the axe? We were cautiously exploring the neighborhood when we got cornered by a scary-looking thug with a shotgun. The odds weren't in our favor until a crate fell out of the sky and dropped right down on the bandit. Excellent timing, government aid. Someone forgot to fill the water crate with something to soften the fall. As a result, most of the bottles were shattered. Luckily, a few of them survived. This should be enough to keep us going for a bit. Only 2 bottles. Every responsible and respectable family needs a first aid kit filled with some high-quality drugs. We were running short, so the opportunity to replenish them was something we were eagerly awaiting. We just didn't expect a medical container to fall on another scavenger's head. That was pretty traumatic. We might need some drugs to cope with the memory. We think a box we found was intended for a colony of lumberjacks. It was full of axes. We took one. Our map really took a beating during our expedition. It's nearly unusable now. Mary Jane is very thirsty and has to drink something. Timmy is very hungry and Timmy isn't feeling really well. Timmy is really tired. All Ted wishes for are a few drops of water. Alright, so water, food, and medicine. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. Mary Jane might be able to do it. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible in that situation. I don't have a radio, though. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will come to rescue us and take us to some well-hidden, well-stocked government shelter. Timmy had comics about those, so you know they must exist. All we need to do is make contact with the military. I should have brought a radio. If there's one thing we need to do, it's to use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency broadcasts that might be transmitted in our area. It's either that or it's strolling around outside waiting to get picked up. The first option sounds a bit more sane. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble today, and no trouble dared to cross her path. Timmy should eat something. Timmy was cured. Ted says there's no need to worry about him. He's okay. Mary Jane. Nobody wants to go. Mary Jane is feeling safe. Who wouldn't in this coffin-sized shelter? Timmy should eat something. Ted is not complaining today, at least not very much. Damn. We know very little about what's going on outside. It'd be a good idea to find out more. Maybe discover if anyone else has made it to safety. A radio could help with this. I don't have a radio, man. My downfall is not getting a radio. They say ignorance is bliss. Another day without any clue what's going on might not necessarily kill us. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. Timmy should eat something. Why is Timmy so damn hungry? No new problems are troubling Ted this morning. I don't have any food for Timmy. Mary Jane still doesn't want to go outside? What? Somebody's gotta go, man. This is not good. There isn't anything new bothering Mary Jane. Mary Jane, would you go on an expedition? Nothing new to report on Timmy. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Ted is in no condition to go outside. We don't think Mary Jane should go outside. If Timmy goes outside right now, he might die. Nobody wants to go outside. It seems that for every cockroach we squash with our boots, 2 others take its place. Time to do something about it before we get completely overrun. A gun without bullets. Well, everyone's dead. We have defeated the insidious roaches and driven them away. Their nests are ours. That should teach them a lesson. Mary Jane is very thirsty and has to drink something. Timmy prefers apple juice, but right now we should get him water. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Ted is really thirsty. Well, you know, she should have gone for an expedition, but I guess she didn't want to. Or still doesn't want to. Well, this is it. Mary Jane seems fine today. Hopefully it will stay that way. Nothing new to report on Timmy. Ted is hungry. There's nothing I can do about that. It seems awfully quiet outside. Maybe it's safe. Maybe it's not. We won't know until we go out. Can't send anybody. It's tough surviving in these conditions. Let's hope this will be over soon, or else we might end up dead in some wasteland ditch. It's not something we were looking forward to. Well, nobody wants to go outside. I mean, that's your guys' fault. It's hard not to worry considering our current situation. Some days we're still struggling to deal with this sheltered life. But we can't lose hope. Mary Jane says she's fine and doesn't need anything. Timmy is very hungry. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Ted is pretty fatigued. Nothing I can do. Can't send anybody out there. I mean, I'll try. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in, but we'll have to leave eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety. I don't have a radio. If there's one thing we need to do, it's to use a radio on a regular basis to catch any emergency. Mary Jane's diet could use a little more food. We should get Mary Jane something to drink. I don't have any med kit. I don't have any water left. Well, the kids are going to have to survive without their parents. We're feeling pretty optimistic about today. Yeah, right. Nobody wants to go outside. Well, this is the end. There are only so many days a man can survive without food. Ted was strong, but it was too much for him. He starved to death. We didn't make it. These are our final words and our advice to anyone who reads this. spent 21 days in our shelter. Dun dun dun. Hey, what happened to Dolores? Anyways, that's to show you what 60 seconds is all about. So if you like the game, try it out for yourself. And if you like the game, also give support to the developer. It's pretty quick, short. It's pretty fun. I just forgot a radio. Didn't have any bullets for the gun either. I think Dolores got killed by something. Anyways, I want to thank you for watching. Feel free to leave a comment, and I hope you have yourself a good day. And this is Sweet Tooth signing off. Love you.